establish the whole protocol so I can rest on it the Nigerian way. So I want to rest on the existing protocol today, and I want to specially start by corporate governance and high customer retention. We have been rated best in corporate governance, financial service in Africa for 4 consecutive years from 2020 to 2023 by the Ethical Boardroom. We have been rated best in corporate governance, financial services in Africa, and as well as the largest bank by Tier 1 capital by 15. This is our 15th consecutive time of getting this rating. We deserve a round of applause.
For this opening ceremony and for this new sign and regulatory and supervisory framework that we have here in Paris. So where are we today? It is clear that now Paris is the largest, the most diversified, the most internationally connected financial center of the EU. And we are now hosting more than 500 foreign banks and financial institutions. And I think what we are now seeing is a dynamic that goes well beyond the initial days of Brexit, where financial institution has to make choice, had to take decisions about relocating activities in somewhere in the EU, and a big number of them choose Paris. But we are now in another phase where Paris is a positive choice and not a question of reallocating activities post-Brexit. And of course, it's very good to see that among these institutions, we have a number of African players that are now here present in Paris. I think for them it's a good choice, and Paris is a good choice. Why? Because of course of the specific ties that exist between our countries, between the EU and Africa, and I think that France has a special role there, and also because we are pleased to host large communities in Paris, but also in the main French cities, with a dynamic and well-structured African diaspora. That is a crucial asset when it comes to doing business between our two countries, or when it comes to doing business between our two continents. I've already been too long. I would just like to finish where I begin, wishing you the best in this endeavor, in this creation. And I hope that in the coming month or the coming year, you will invite me again for the inauguration of larger building as a sign of the success that you would have encountered. All the best. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to our distinguished French government official, Bertrand Dumont. Give a big round of applause again. Thank you. I would like now to allow Mr. Wale Edun, Nigeria Finance Minister, to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, Wale Edun. Can we give him a big round of applause as well? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and good evening, bonsoir. While I stand on existing protocols, I cannot but recognize the founder and the chairman of Zenith Bank PLC. Since 1990, he has been leading the charge, breaking bounds, and delivering an example, not just of corporate governance, not just of technology, but of excellence. Mr. Jim Ovia, Dr. Jim Ovia, this is your day. And by extension, the group managing director of Zenith, and indeed all the executives and even indeed the non-executive directors of Zenith. Our leading businessman, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, recognize the chairman Access Holdings, Ike Mokode, Jun Haas, my friend, Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabiu, Bua Group chairman, and the non-executive director UK, of Zenith, Dr. Ebenezer Onyagu, and of course, Monsieur Dumont, the Director General of the French Treasury. All other protocols observed, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we congratulate ourselves, we congratulate Zenith in particular, and of course, we thank the authorities in France for seeing fit to grant a license, a banking license to Zenith. Just as Monsieur Dumont said, France has been going through reforms over the last 7 years or so. Similarly, in Nigeria, for the last 18 months or so, Nigeria has been undergoing major macroeconomic reforms, which, under the able leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has in fact changed the country. And we like to feel that one of the dividends of building trust for Nigerian institutions around the world is this event today with Zenith Bank opening in Paris. I know Access a couple of years ago did open in Paris, but it's a question of the more the merrier for a private sector-led, investor-driven economy that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is building. Investment is key, and the financial institutions that facilitate that investment, that facilitate trade, that fund production is key. As we know, France, as you said, Monsieur Dumont, is one of the major financial centers of the world, behind probably, I don't know, New York, London, and then Paris, Frankfurt, very much so. And I'm sure Zenith and Access and even other Nigerian banks will want to be here and will feel welcome here. You know, I think about 10% of the business that Nigeria does with Europe is actually done with France, about $4 billion a year or so, which is no small amount. And so it is natural that those that help to facilitate that trade should be present here. Just as you are keen on investment, Nigeria is also very keen on foreign direct investment in particular, but also, as you see, keen on having our presence in international centers so that we can build that trust with the business community. And the presence of Zenith here can only but help to engender trust of the French business community. They can learn about the opportunity in Africa, and of course, the entry into Nigeria can be facilitated. But in brief, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu took over at a time of macroeconomic instability, I would say. And by two critical reforms that have removed major subsidies that were costing 5% of GDP, or about $20 billion, subsidy on petroleum products, subsidy on foreign exchange, and that has changed the landscape in Nigeria, and it is now a place where there is a level playing field where businessmen can come and compete, invest, earn their returns, and have their exit through a willing buyer, willing seller foreign exchange market. And of course, the incentive framework has changed from one of attacking distortions, looking for rents here and there in the economy, to one of now focusing on business in the agricultural sector, in the manufacturing sector, and particularly with a relatively weak but now stabilizing exchange rate. The opportunities for exports, manufactured exports in particular, are very, very attractive. So we are looking at an environment that is improving all the time, that is stabilizing, where government is earning more revenue that was previously, I must say, previously being diverted away from the common purse of Nigeria, and funds that were not available for social investment, for critical infrastructure, are now available day after day. And so those sectors are being improved. And particularly at this time of, I would say, the macroeconomic reforms, they do bring the costs early. So elevated cost of living has been one of the features. But the president has been determined to ensure that the social safety nets are put in place to directly benefit the poor and the most vulnerable and help them through this period, which, as I said earlier, is beginning to lessen as we face a situation of increased revenues to government and a better investment environment for business as a whole. So I'm glad that we have our top businessmen here, we have our top financiers here. There are many more, but there's a good sprinkling of them here, led by, of course, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, to witness this all-important step, and to be here to also not just take advantage of it herself, but they are also representing Nigeria at this time of Mr. President's historic state visit. We are happy, we're glad that they're here to participate in this historic occasion, this important occasion, but also over the next couple of days to tell the story of Nigeria, to tell the story of the change that has occurred and the improved business environment, the improved investment environment, which bodes well for genuine, bona fide investors who want to take advantage of the resources, of the demographics, and finally, of the large domestic market that Nigeria has to offer. Once again, the founder, the chairman, and indeed the entire board and management and staff of Zenith Bank in particular, congratulations on this event.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nigerian Minister of Finance once again. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Another round of applause for the Honorable Minister, Mr. Wale Edun. Thank you very much. I also have the pleasure of inviting Alhaji Aliko Dangote to say a few words to us. Thank you very much, sir. Can we give him a round of applause, please?
Well, thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I know that protocol had already been established, but there are just some few people that I think I need to mention. The founder and the chairman of this great bank, Oga Jim Ovia. That's the only person that I call Oga Jim Ovia. The Honorable Minister of Finance and also Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun. The representative of the government, that is the Director General, Mr. Bertrand. You are very welcome. Chief Ag Imakode. You are very welcome. Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabiu, the board of access of Zenith Bank, Nigeria, the board and the executive directors and also board of non-executive directors of Zenith Bank UK. I really want to congratulate you for making this fiat by opening this bank here in Paris. And I think this will actually expand the scope of your revenues, of your profitability. And I have no doubt, the way that I know Zenith Bank, Nigeria will actually be contributing less than what they will be making outside Nigeria. This bank, I think, will actually give them more access to, funding, where they can use the balance sheet of these banks out here to fund some of our projects in Nigeria. Because I can guarantee you, without the likes of Zenith Bank and other Nigerian banks, we as a group, there's no way we would have actually even dreamed of being where we are today. So I want to thank you for giving us all the support. And I think the way that we are going right now with the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's economic regeneration of the economy, we will definitely be able to do much, much bigger projects, because there is no country that can grow without a very strong banking sector. So this bank that you have opened here today is not only for you, I think it's for all of us Nigerians. And we want to congratulate you for making us proud. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the very best.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Aliko Dangote. Excuse me for my accent. I'm not perfect. Thank you. Appreciate. So now I would like to introduce Ike Imukwede. Ladies and gentlemen, please give him a big round of applause. Thank you very much. He is the chairman of French-Nigerian Business Council. I'm sorry.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My big brother, Dr. Jim Ovia, the founder, Zenith Bank, chairman, Zenith Bank. Monsieur Director General, the Treasury, Monsieur Dumont, men of timber, caliber, sugar, cement, petroleum, and other spheres of economic activity that make us proud in Nigeria, the Group Managing Director, Zenith Bank, her predecessor in office, the many directors of Zenith Bank in the UK and in Nigeria who are here present, and several customers who have joined you on this historic occasion. 15 years ago, Dr. Jim Ovia, then as CEO, Zenith Bank, welcomed me as CEO, Access Bank, into the UK to join him and other banks that had blazed the trail in opening banking businesses in the UK. 15 years later, to the glory of God, your young brother in banking welcomes you to Paris. With pride on the significance of this occasion. What the French economy and people are about to witness is what the UK is enjoying. I want to leave some of my comments for tomorrow, but I would suggest to you that the combined resources that the Nigerian banking industry has brought to bear in the UK is of a figure which I will share tomorrow, and it's not a small figure at all. And it signals the importance of that which, under the leadership of President Macron, and our special relationship between Nigeria and France is beginning to achieve. You did say, Monsieur Director General, that there are now 4 banks Nigerian banks in Paris. This has happened, I think, with one exception, all under the leadership of President Macron. And so President Macron has achieved in less than 6 years what it took several British prime ministers to do in over 50 years. Such intentional leadership, such partnership and collaboration speaks to the nature of endeavor that we at the Franco or French Nigeria Business Council are trying to drive. I would like to also specially mention that my predecessor as chairperson, Abdul Samad Rabiu, is here. Other FMBC council members here are Alhaji Aliko Dangote, and of course, Dr. Jim Ovia himself. With a stony face is our secretary, Mr. Jean Haas, who will be stony-faced throughout this whole visit, making sure that nothing goes wrong. Nothing will go wrong, Jean. I will end simply by saying to Zenith and on behalf of the French people, not bienvenue, but bon arrivé. God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aiki Mukwede, Chairman of French Nigerian Business Council. So, I would like you to allow me to recognize the presence of Minister of State of Finance, Dr. Doris Anita. Ladies and gentlemen, please give her a big round of applause. I don't think she wants to speak, but that's just for the recognition. We can give her a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to welcome Henry, Edie, and Henry for the vote of thanks.
Thank you very much. I thought that applause would be louder than that. I believe it's been a very, very beautiful day with very beautiful people in the house from all walks of life, from Nigeria, from France, from Greece. I just saw some of our customers and friends from Greece, from Turkey. They're here. And a lot of them are still gathered at the Ritz, waiting for the big show. So it's a very, very, very big day. If you agree with me, can we give a better applause for today? Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished dignitaries, esteemed guests, and our valued customers and colleagues of Zenith Bank. I believe we've had a very good day. And today we mark the launch of Zenith Bank PLC in Paris, a third country branch out of Zenith, UK. And we have opened our branches in various parts of the world. We're in Africa, where we dominate. We have been in the UK for about 70 years, where their impact has been phenomenal. We are in Dubai. We are in China. And we want to expand our footprints to Francophone Africa. Exactly, that is what we want to do. and it is very strategic for us to come to Paris, to France. A lot of us may not know this, but France-Nigeria relationship has been said by Ike is one of the largest bilateral trade relationships we have in the world. Nigeria-France relationship. A lot of trade in their billions happen between Nigeria and France. So it's very, very strategic that Zenith Bank we are setting up in Paris. And I'm very proud and very happy, and indeed I believe everyone here is very happy that that great bank from Africa has set its footprint in Paris, in France. So I'd like to congratulate everyone here and to thank all of us, everyone here, who has made this a success. So I rise to propose a vote of thanks to express our deepest appreciation to everyone who has contributed to this milestone. Indeed, this is a milestone. We must give honor to whom honor is due. We'd like to thank foremost our founder and chairman, the son of Africa, the icon from Africa, who had a dream 34 years ago, and today we all live the dream. Dr. Jim Ovia, CFRO. We appreciate you always, sir, for what you do for humanity, for your contribution to humanity. Your footprints remain indelible in the sands of time. Please join me in appreciating a special man, Dr. Jim Ovia. Thank you very much, my chairman. We can have a standing ovation for our chairman, please. Thank you very much.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for Dr. Henry Otto, Executive Director.
Thank you, Mitchell. All right, I think the protocol has been correctly established, so permit me to stand on existing protocol. But I'd like to also thank the head of Treasury representing the French government, Bertrand Dumont, today, who has spoken very well about their willingness to give Zenith the space and the opportunity to express our innovative banking in France. Thank you so very much for visiting. We appreciate your very, very, very good speech. I also like to thank our leadership from Nigeria, led by the Finance Minister and the Minister of State Finance, my dear friend and colleague, Doris. Thank you so much for coming. Now, to the Zenith team, you guys have worked very tirelessly over the weeks, over the months to make this happen. And I also like to appreciate every one of you for your great effort, for your great contributions in making this happen. I thank those our friends from Zenith UK, our members of the board of Zenith Nigeria. Everybody made their contributions to make this happen. And I thank you so very much for those contributions and for your insights. To our valued customers and customers in waiting, we appreciate your patronage and promise to deliver our world-class service and innovative products as we are customarily known to do. We promise to deliver that even in Paris. That is our commitment and that is our promise. Thank you. Now let us take a moment to appreciate the hard work, the commitment, and the collaboration that have come from everybody in the house that has made this happen, that has made this a success. We appreciate all of you, and we thank you very much. Please also join me to express our heartfelt thanks to everyone involved in this. A lot of logistics, a lot of protocol has gone into this, and indeed this is a very successful event. We're proud that this has happened. Please join me, appreciate everyone in no small means. I may not have called your name, but we appreciate you from the bottom of our heart. Thank you so very much. Please join me, appreciate everyone that has done this. Now, please, the event is not over. The real event is going to happen at the Race Hotel at about 6:30. We want to invite every one of you to join us at the Race for the cocktail tonight. And it's going to be 6:30 till dawn, the Zenith way. Thank you so very much, and merci beaucoup. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. and Henry Otto. So I would like to invite the officials to proceed to the photo call and interviews. And for the rest of our guests, please feel free to linger a little longer. And of course, there are pictures. That's why I call the photo call. And we will find each other not far from here. There are cars waiting for you downstairs. You will reach a beautiful palace not far from here. It's a surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a big round of applause for all the participants. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, once again for the photo call, please just indulge us to make more pictures with the, yes, on the stage maybe. If you want to join us on the stage for the photo call, that would be really wonderful. So we would start with the dignitaries. Ladies, gentlemen, please, if you want to come on the stage so we can proceed to the photo call, we would like this very much. Thank you. Dr. Ovia, if you want to come. So we will now proceed to the photo call with Jimovia. And all the dignitaries, please come. Yes, on the stage. That would be really wonderful. The photographers are ready for you. Yes, you can come on stage, absolutely.